Edward Joseph Cannon. I am an SES with the Navy. So one thing, I felt it was time. I've been overseas for 7 years. Wanted to get back to my family. My wife and I are both very close to our families. Almost all of our family live in Pennsylvania, and so wanted to actually get back to Pennsylvania. But somewhere along the line, the Naval Station Philadelphia, which had kind of been my target that I was thinking I might go back to, closed down as part of the BRAC deliberations, base relocation and closure. And so that was out. And so I talked to a few people and tried to see what was available. I had some connections back in the States, put my applications in, and a job in Indian Head came up. So I never knew where Indian Head was. Indian Head, to this day, is still a very unique base in that it's predominantly a civilian base, research and development. And so when I talked to military members, the best I got from anyone was, well, I've seen it. I was stationed in D.C. and I saw a sign that says Indian Head Highway. I think it's down there, but I couldn't find anyone who had ever been stationed at Indian Head because it's not, again, it's more research and development. There was at the time an EOD school, Explosive Ordnance School there, so there were sailors stationed there, but predominantly a civilian-run organization. And so wasn't Pennsylvania, but it wasn't too far away, and it was a chance for something a little different. And I was also, once I got over the fact that I probably wasn't getting back to Pennsylvania, what enticed me and excited me about Indian Head was that I knew then I was going to get a whole different experience. I was going to see how a base that's really focused much on, people with doctorate degrees, PhDs in, electrophysics and things that I can't even pronounce, let alone spell or understand. And what would that environment be like? And so, as expected, my first day there, I felt like I was just a total fish out of water. The focus was much more on the scientific community, and of course I was still focused on the recreation and the quality of life type of stuff. But I quickly learned that the two do still tie in very closely. And that crew at Indian Head was really, kind of two different crews. You had the military explosive ordnance guys, and then you had who were looking at the here and now, and then you had the civilians that were really looking at the future, looking at what's next, what technology can we wind up handing to those sailors so that they're able to fight the fight and they're able to continue to be the world's greatest Navy. And so seeing that dedication and seeing it from a whole different perspective, I think really helped me out. So when I went up accepting the job at Naval Sea Systems Command, they were initially located in Crystal City, Virginia, and ultimately wound up moving where they are today, which is at the Washington Navy Yard. So that progression really was pretty natural in the sense that Indian Head at the time, from a base support standpoint, fell under Naval Sea Systems Command. And so they were our headquarters. So I had worked with them. I was aware of what the headquarters did to some extent, but I had never worked at a headquarters before. So moving from Indian Head was a nice natural progression. Now, instead of just overseeing one installation, I was overseeing or responsible for the MWR program for, at the time, all the Naval Sea Systems Command bases that ran base operating support. So it was basically all the weapons stations, shipyards, and warfare centers. Since then, the structure has changed, where all installation management is under Navy Installations Command. But back then, Naval Sea Systems Command had command of those installation base support operations. The biggest thing that, taking that leap from being the MWR lead for Naval Sea Systems Command to being the overall quality of life lead, really stretched me in the sense that, and you've heard some of this through the interviews, that I've talked a lot about my MWR experience, my recreation experience. This now took me to that next level of overseeing the galley, the food operations, the family services, the clinical side of the Navy, which I'm so proud of the fact that we have clinicians around the world that can help support our families under stressful situations, help them with education, with financial management, but it's something I hadn't done before, and I also did not have the lodging piece under me. So now all of a sudden I had kind of the full umbrella of quality of life support, and so it challenged me to step back from being in the day-to-day business of MWR and learn more about the rest of the quality of life program. And so to me it was kind of, at that point I thought that would be the crescendo, the kind of the point of my career, because at the time that we had multiple claimants that ran base support, and so there wasn't essentially a point above that. It wasn't until Navy Installations Command stood up that we had that overarching support of all the installations.